All right, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 82 of Pozios Picks. In today's episode, we are going over the Week 8 college football slate. Not the best slate today, a lot of teams on bye, but I've still got some games that I love for you guys. So, without further ado, let's just get right into things. The first game I want to go over, LSU are hosting Ole Miss in Death Valley. Ole Miss goes into LSU as the number 7 team in the country at 7-0. A huge game, obviously, for them here. Me personally, though, I think this Ole Miss team is a bit overrated. Their schedule hasn't been very tough so far. Their only win against a good team is at home against Kentucky, a game they shouldn't even have won. Kind of a fluke ending. Kentucky fumbled at the end for them to even win that game. This team definitely has some talent, but LSU is one of the best teams they've played so far this year, and having to go to LSU after not playing a notable road game this year is tough. LSU looked great last week, bouncing back with a big win at Florida. Jaden Daniels is the truth, and honestly, I think if this LSU defense can get some stops with the help of that crazy LSU crowd, this one can get over quickly. Give me LSU money line at home in this one. I'm betting on that energy. The next game I want to go over, a really good game here. Top 10 matchup on the West Coast. UCLA is going to Oregon to take on the Ducks. This UCLA offense is humming right now, coming off of 2 straight wins against ranked teams, putting up 40 and 42 in both of those wins. DTR and Charbonnet look like they are always going to be able to move the ball. And against an Oregon defense that's giving up almost 30 points per game this year, I think we see more of the same from this UCLA offense. Oregon's most notable win so far this season came at home against a banged-up BYU team, and every single team they've played this season have at least scored 14 points on this defense. That includes Eastern Washington. I still don't believe in Bo Nix and this Oregon team, especially since this defense seems like they're going to give up a ton of points. I'm not sure that this offense is going to be able to hang around with UCLA if they get into a shootout. I love the points with UCLA here. I'm going to take UCLA plus 7.5 by a point to get it over a touchdown. And of course, I'm going to take the over. It's this high for a reason. It's at 70.5. I'm going to buy it down 1 point. Give me over 69.5 here. These two teams should be able to go up and down the field on each other. I just think UCLA has the advantage at the end of the day. So, UCLA plus the 7.5 and the over 69.5 in Oregon. Next game I want to go over, Northwestern are going to Maryland to take on the Terps. The Terps are 14-point favorites at home in this one. This one I feel like is pretty self-explanatory. Northwestern is maybe one of the worst teams in the country. And add on top of that, they're going on the road for this one. I just see no scenario in which Northwestern even keeps this game close. This Maryland offense is averaging almost 35 points a game to Northwestern's 17 points per game. They have much more talent, and if Maryland can stop that run from Northwestern up front, it's going to be a long day for the Wildcats in College Park. Give me the half point. I'll gladly take Maryland minus 13.5 all day here at home. Next game on the slate, you already know where we're going. FIU is going to Charlotte to take on the 49ers. Charlotte let us down for the first time last week, but they come in as heavy favorites at home, and I couldn't love them anymore in this spot, honestly. I said all season, this Charlotte offense is not bad at all, and that's why those games can always go over. That's why they did always go over until last week. This week they get FIU at home. FIU stinks. Charlotte needs a big win here at home. They started 1-6. This is a great opportunity for them to get a big win. They should be able to move the ball all day long against this FIU defense, who's giving up 444 yards per game this season. My only worry is, of course, the Charlotte defense getting stops, still giving up 533 yards per game on defense. But that's why we're going to add the over, just in case. So give me Charlotte minus the 13.5 at home. I honestly think they win this game by at least 2 touchdowns. And also give me the over 63.5, just in case nobody is able to stop anyone. Next game on the slate, Mississippi State is going to Alabama to take on the Crimson Tide. Alabama is back at home after losing that instant classic last week at Tennessee. What a game that was. Mississippi State, after having that offense humming, ran into a brick wall last week at Kentucky and lost outright as road favorites. We gave you guys that one. You are welcome. I think last week especially we learned two things about Alabama. Number one, this offense can score with anyone in the country. They still have that talent. Bryce Young is still incredible. But more importantly, number two, this defense is not an Alabama defense that we've seen in years past. I think they are susceptible to the pass, and against this Mississippi State air raid, I think they could give up some points. Now, Alabama off a loss. I think they're going to destroy Mississippi State today at home. But I do think this Mississippi State offense will get a couple of scores here and there. And if this Alabama offense keeps it up, there should be plenty of points on the board. Give me the over 60.5 here at Bryant-Denny. I personally think if Mississippi State gets us 17 points, this game goes over. I do lean Alabama spread, but 21 points is just too much for me. So I'm going to stick with just the over 60.5 at Alabama. The last game I have for you guys, Kansas State is going to TCU to take on the Horned Frogs. Another ranked matchup in the Big 12. K-State is coming off of a 10-9 win at Iowa State, which moved them to 5-1. TCU is obviously coming off of that wild comeback at home against Oklahoma State. This TCU offense continues to impress week after week behind the play of Quentin Johnson and Max Duggan. They have been unstoppable. Now today, they're going to face what probably is the best defense in the Big 12, but they've got them at home. I'm not 100% in on this K-State team yet. Some of their games this year have just been really ugly, and I don't know if they can go on the road here and are going to be able to keep up with this TCU offense. Give me TCU. I'll buy a point. TCU minus 2.5 at home here. I'm just going to keep rocking with the Horned Frogs and this offense until they let us down. That is all I have for you guys for this one. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. Before we go, though, I just want to talk about a couple things. Number one, you guys already know we dropped some new merch for the fall. Go ahead and check that out in the description down below if you're on YouTube. If you're just listening, you can head to our Twitter. Click the link in our bio. It'll take you right to the merch website. We drop hoodies, crew necks, beanies, sweatpants, all that good stuff to get you ready for this cooler weather coming. So go ahead and check that out and support us if you'd like. We'd really appreciate it. Also, be sure to follow us over on Pickett at Pozios Picks. You guys already know about Pickett. If you follow us there, you'll be able to see every single one of our plays that we post. I always add a couple plays during the Saturday slate. So if you don't want to miss out on those, make sure you follow us there. Pickett is just the best way to track all of your bets automatically and see what a bunch of people in a great betting community are taking. When you sign up, use our promo code POZIOSPICKS. You get either a $3 or, if you're lucky, a $100 bonus that goes right into your Venmo account. It's really awesome. That's all I've got for you guys today. Good luck to everyone on your Saturday bets, and we will see you guys tomorrow for the NFL preview. Peace.